Hi everyone, we are going to work on practice test 18A. So this is a practice test. Even though the one you have printed out doesn't say practice, it is a practice test. All right, so number 1 says 4 quarters, 3 dimes, 2 nickels, and 1 penny is how much money, okay? So we have, let's underline what we have. So we have 4 quarters, and quarters are 25 cents each. We have 3 dimes, and 3 dimes are 10 cents each. We have 2 nickels, and nickels are 5 cents each. And we have 1 penny, and that is 1 cent each. Okay, so first we have to figure out how much is 4 quarters. So we would count by 25s, 25, 50, 75, $1. So you know, most of you know that if you have 4 quarters, you have $1. Okay, so we have $1 so far. Now we have 3 dimes, so we count by 10s, 10, 20, 30. So we have 30 cents, and we write 30 cents like this, okay? And then we have 2 nickels, all right? So a nickel is 5 cents, so we count 5, 10. So we have 10 cents, and we write 10 cents like this. And then we have 1 penny, and 1 penny is 1 cent. So we write 1 cent like this. And then we have to add it all up. Okay, so 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 1 is 1. 0 plus 3 plus 1 plus 0 is 4. And 1 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 is 1. So we have $1.41. And I'm going to circle that just as a practice for the test so I remember what the answer is. All right, number 2. Teresa put 47 muffins as evenly as possible into 9 bags. Okay, so let's draw 9 bags. So I'm just going to make circles for my bags. So she only has 9 bags. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so we know we have 9 bags. Then we're going to divide. Okay, so we've got 47 muffins and 9 bags. Okay, so 9 goes into 47 5 times. 5 times 9 is 45. And then we subtract, and we have 2 left over. All right, so let's start putting our 5 muffins into bags. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Okay, so that's used up 45 muffins. But remember, we still have 2 left over. So they are asking how many bags could have 6 muffins. All right, so we're going to put the 2 leftovers into these bags and change this into a 6. Okay, so 1 left over here. Now this bag has 6 muffins, and the other left over here. Now this bag has 6 muffins. So now our questions are, how many bags had exactly 5 muffins? So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 bags have exactly 5 muffins. How many bags had 6 muffins? 1, 2. 2 bags had 6 muffins. So the answer to A is 7, and the answer to B is 2. All right, number 3. Zelda paid $1 for some gum, so $1, and received 27 cents back in change. How much did the gum cost? Okay, so this is a subtraction problem. We need to do $1 minus 27 cents. Okay, so we're going to need to subtract over some zeros. So this is going to become a 9. This will become a 10. 10 minus 7 is 3, and 9 minus 2 is 7. So the gum cost 73 cents. All right, number 4. Janet called each of her 5 brothers, so we got 5 brothers, 7 times in all. So in all, that means we're going to have to either add or multiply. How many calls did Janet make? So since it says 5 brothers 7 times, we're going to do 5 times 7, which equals 35 calls. All right, number 5. Round 5,301 to the nearest thousand. Okay, so we'll write 5,301. We look, here's the thousands place, so we're going to be deciding between 5,000 and 6,000. We look to the right, and this is a 3, so the nearest thousand is 5,000. Okay, so we rounded this one. Now we're going to round 3,691 to the nearest thousand. Again, this is the thousands place, so we look to the right and we see this is a 6, so this is going to round up to 4,000. And then it says find the sum, so we are going to add these two together. 5,000 plus 4,000 is 9,000. All right, number 6. Which two sides of this quadrilateral appear to be parallel? So we have to remember what parallel means. And the nice thing about the word parallel is because in the word parallel, there are 2 parallel lines. There are these 2 L's right next to each other. So parallel means lines that are never going to cross. Okay, so for line DC and line AB, if you kept going, they would eventually cross. But line DA and line CB, they would never cross if they are truly parallel. So 2 sides would be DA and CB. Okay, number 7. Round 7,000. So the tricky part here is make sure that you're reading the number correctly. Round 7,496 to the nearest thousand. So we have to write 7,496 and round it to the nearest thousand. So this is the thousands place. We look to the right and we see that's a 4. So the nearest thousand is going to be 7,000. Okay, number 8, a square with a perimeter of 64 has sides that are how many millimeters long? So the thing we know about a square is that all the sides are equal. We also know there's 4 sides to a square. So if they're all going to add up to 64, then if we divide 64 by 4, we'll find out how much each side is. All right, so 4 goes into 6 one time. We subtract, we get a 2. We bring down the 4. And 4 goes into 24 6 times. When we subtract, we get a 0 remainder. So each side of this square would be 16 millimeters long. Okay, so this would be 16, 16, 16, 16. 16 times 4 is 64. So the answer is 16 millimeters. Number 9. Segment AB is 14 millimeters long. So I'm going to mark that right here. AB is 14. Segment BC is 22. So here's BC, this is 22. segment AD, so that's this whole thing. The whole thing is 76. And we are trying to find out how long is segment CD. So I'll put a question mark there. So first we have to add up 14 plus 22. Okay, so 14 plus 22 is 36. Then we're going to subtract 36 from the total. The total for AD is 76. 76 minus 36 is 40. So segment CD is 40 millimeters. Okay, and number 10, Myra can walk 1 mile in 12 minutes. Okay, 1 mile in 12 minutes. At that rate, how far can Myra walk in an hour? Okay, so the first thing we need to know is how many minutes are in an hour. So 1 hour equals 60 minutes. So what we're really asking is how far can she walk in 60 minutes? So let's make ourselves a table. All right, so on one side we're going to have miles, and on the other side we're going to have minutes. So miles, I'm going to abbreviate MI, and minutes, I'm going to abbreviate MIN. All right, so we know already she can walk 1 mile in 12 minutes. We need to get up to 60 minutes. All right, so now she can walk 2 miles, and we're just going to count by 12s or add another 12. So that would be 24 minutes for 2 miles. And 3 miles, counting by 12s or adding another 12, 3 miles, she could go 36 minutes. It would take her 36 minutes to go 3 miles. So we haven't gotten up to 60 yet. We're trying to get up to 60. For 4 miles, it would take her 48 minutes, counting by 12s, 12, 24, 36, 48. And if she walked 5 miles, that would take her 60 minutes. So now we've gotten to our 60 minutes. So it says, at that rate, how far can Myra walk in an hour, which is 60 minutes? Well, she can walk 5 miles in an hour. Okay, so our answer is 5 miles for number 10.